Sure, you just can't let your mind go before your body dies. Hope doesn't have to fade unless you throw it out yourself. The old man goes on softly. Then he adds with feeling, the system we live under can't last much longer either. The old man is a political prisoner. As leader of the anti-government faction, he long resisted the dictatorship till he finally lost the struggle and was in prison. The young man has no ears for the old man's words, however. He continues thrashing on the floor and crying. This fellow won't be in the show much longer than his predecessor. In a few days, or in less than a month at best, he'll go to pieces. The darkness is that powerful. Depriving a prisoner of light is far crueler than taking his life in an instant. My, the old man reflects. This fellow's not going to do us much good in a prison break. The old revolutionary laughs. It might be a genuine laugh or a bold front, but in any case, almost no one laughs in response. Tomorrow morning, or rather, since there's no clear-cut morning in the darkness, after they go to sleep, wake up, and have their next meal, another cold corpse will be dragged out wordlessly from another shell. Hey, listen. How many of us are here now? The old revolutionary asks. Answer if you can hear me. I can hear you, Keim says. His is the only voice. Man, this is bad. We were full up a little while ago. The old man gives a dry chuckle. Keim asks, I wonder if something's happened out there. Maybe so, answers the old revolutionary. If you ask me, this would be about the right time for a coup d'etat or a revolution. My boys aren't going to keep quiet much longer. What was your name again? Keim? Have you noticed what's happening? How there used to be a lot more guys getting thrown in here until a little while ago. And most of them real nobodies, not worth sentencing to life. Uh-huh, sure. The young man was one of them, nothing but a small-time crook. It just so happened that the storehouse he broke into belonged to a rich man with ties to a powerful politician. This was the only reason they put him in a shell. The shells always used to be full. They would throw a bunch of men in here and they would die. Then new men would come in, and they would die. The young man was one of those. The terror of being enveloped in the darkness was too much for him, and he went to pieces. He was apparently having hallucinations at the end. I'm coming, Mama, I'm coming. Wait for me, please, Mama. He repeated over and over like a child. Where are you, Mama? Here? Are you here? And he gouged his own eyes out with his bare hands. I figured things were getting scary out there. The cops losing control. So the government was really starting to crack down, which is why these shells were always full. This is what brought the young man here. Blood streaming from his eye sockets, he died muttering in snatches. What did I do? Everybody knows damn well there are plenty of men way worse than me. By now the place is empty. Do you know what that means, Keim? Sure. There's so much crime out there now that the government can't suppress it. You got it. The whole royal family might be strung up by now for all we know. It's a revolution. It'll happen any day now. That means you and I'll get out of here. My boys will come and get us. Just hang in there a little while longer. Keim nods in silence. The old revolutionary goes on. You're strong, Keim. Not many guys could stay calm as you, thrown into a shell and enveloped in darkness like this. Not even Keim can explain it. It is true he was strangely calm when they put him in the shell. The darkness was something he seemed to recognize as a distant memory. In the distant past, he too may have tasted the anguish of the other shell inhabitants, so tortured by the fear of being sealed in darkness. How are you so tough mentally, Keim? Does it mean you too are a revolutionary? No, not me. His crime is hardly worth talking about. He resisted somewhat under questioning when they brought him in as a suspect, and for that he was branded a rebel and thrown into a shell. The old man is probably right, though. The country's dictatorship is almost certainly in its last days. It won't be long now. We'll be back in the real world before we know it. I have hope right in here, and it will stay here until I abandon it myself. The old revolutionary mutters as if he's trying to convince himself. The prison falls soon afterward. Armed young men come charging into the darkness and open the shell's barred doors. Embraced by his boys, the old revolutionary goes out. "Wait!" Kime cries, trying to hold him back. But he's too late. Anxious to see the new world following the destruction of the old system, the old revolutionary steps outside and opens his eyes. It is evening. The sun is nearly down, its light still strong enough to burn eyes accustomed to the darkness. The old revolutionary presses his hands to his eyes and, with a groan, crumples to his knees. Kime has saved himself by shielding his eyes with his arm. Not even he knows what caused him to do this. Distant memories have taught him that the truly frightening thing about punishment by darkness is what happens after the release from prison. When could I have been in prison, and where? More importantly, how long have I been on this endless journey? With bleeding eyes, surrounded on the ground by his boys, the old revolutionary searches for Kime.
I came all this way, Kime, only to make one terrible mistake at the bitter end. My eyes are probably useless now.
This is precisely why he asks Kime for one last favor.
Tell me, Kime, what is the outside world like? Has the revolution succeeded? Are the people happy? Are they smiling joyfully?
Kime opens his eyes slowly and just barely, beneath the shade of his hand. As far as he can see, the ground is covered in bodies. The corpses of royal troops and revolutionary troops are heaped one on another, and countless civilians are dead. A mother lies dead with her small child in her arms, the bloody corpse of the child's father next to them, arms outstretched in a vain attempt to shield them.
Tell me what you see, Kime.
Kime fights back inside and says, "You must work from now on to build a happy society." The old revolutionary senses the truth.
I won't abandon hope, Kime, no matter what.
As if to say, I know that, Kime nods and begins to walk away.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Someplace.
Why don't you stay here and build a new world with us? You of all people can do that, I know.
Thank you, sir, but I'll be moving on just the same. The old revolutionary does not try anymore to hold Kime back. Instead, as a parting gift, he repeats for Kime the words he spoke so often in this show.
There will always be hope, wherever you are, until you yourself abandon it. Never forget that.
Kime walks on. His eyes chance to light on the body of a young boy lying at his feet. The boy breathes his last, with eyes wide open in fear. Kime kneels and gently closes the boy's eyelids. He knows deep down, in a memory too far away for even him to reach, that while darkness can be a great source of terror, it can also bring deep and lasting peace. These dreams are crazy, dude. You need to stop having these dreams and sleeping. I missed a lot of stuff in the chat. Let me go back on that. Oh yeah, I knew the dream was in English. I meant I wasn't going to translate the dream from English to Japanese since I switched the voices to Japanese. I didn't feel like doing that. What up, Fawful? How you doing? And Oreo Dunk, what's going on? And TJ Laser, hello. As well as KLMB. How do you pronounce your name? Is that KL? MBK Vist. Yeah, there's a lot of dream stuff going on. How y'all doing? Alright, Japanese voices time. Let's hear it.
怖いかんなんだよ唐突だな怖いのかああ怖いよこの状況ももちろんだがなあんたのことだって怖くねえって言ったら嘘になる俺もだああ
私はカカナス将軍だ。女王陛下よりヌマラ全軍を統括する任を賜っている。
I like Kaim's voice. I still don't like Jansen's. Jansen is so stupid. I would do a good job reading book on audio. A lot of people have told me that. Thank you.
我が言葉は女王陛下の言葉と知れ。お前たちに聞きたいことが。
どうぞ、何なりと。
お前たちはウーラの手の者だな。ん？あそこで何をしていた？
俺たちは
ただの旅人。
そう旅人。俺亭主、あっちに呼ぶ。真ん中のむっつりくんは俺のダチ。いや、俺たち途中であんなどでかいもの見たんでね、びっくりしただけでさ。
苦労するなよ。あれがウーラのグランドスタックなる巨大魔導機関であり、あれと先の小惑星落下が関係しているという情報はすでに掴んでいる。知りたいのは俺に一体何が起こっているのかということだ。お前たち本当に何も知らんのか？ん？
だから旅人だってば。
濡れ衣ですよ。出してくださいよ、ここ。
ただの旅人風情にしては手だれの戦いぶりだったね。
旅人だと言っている。
口を割らせる方法はいくらでもある。覚悟しておけ。
He walks so stiff. You need to get some looser pants, dude.
将軍、
どうした？
やはりホワイトボアの修復は現状の装備では賄いきれません。放電による損傷があまりにも大きすぎ、技術証拠の話ではヌマラに戻りドック入りすべきだと。
技術屋が言うのではやむを得まい。作戦を中止してヌマラに帰還する。はっ。なあ待て、あのお飾りはどうしてる？
女王陛下でありますか。お部屋におられます。先ほどからずっとハープの音が聞こえております。
女王、こんなところに。
でもお飾りってなんだよ。
優雅なものだね。まあ口出しされるよりは音楽をめでてもらってる方がこっちは楽か。
誠に。
出発の準備だ。皆に伝える。はっ。
なんだおい、お飾りって。仮にも女王陛下だろ。
何怒ってんの？
あの将軍、どう聞いたって女王をコケにしてるだろ。何が我が言葉は女王の言葉と知れた。虫唾が走る。
何それ。女王が気になるんだ。あんたに町場の女で十分よ。
それにしても気になるな、沼らって。どういう国なんだろうな。これ沼らっぽい女がいんのかな。なあおい、あんたもなんか引っかかってんじゃねえのか、その沼らに。
いや、わからん。
私はあるよ。天に輝く白いモニュメント。
覚えているのか？
少しずつ記憶が戻ってる気がする。きっとあんたも。
夢は見る。
この前苦いだけって言ってたのは夢のこと？
ああ、あんたその夢が怖いんじゃないのか。
ああ。
Yeah. That dream would scare me too.
俺の記憶は夢に満たされている。ただの夢なのか、それとも過去なのか。
Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on the English voices. I don't like Seth's voice. It's too deep for who she is. I don't think it fits. Jansen's voice fits him, but it doesn't make me like him better. He's still stupid. Kaim's voice is awesome. Yeah, it doesn't fit her at all. Ram it. Aw, crap, this isn't working. You gotta be kidding me. There's a way out of this, then tell me what to do already. Yeah, Kaim's is really good. Jansen's fits. I just don't like him. Would you like to switch characters? Ah, okay. Yeah, Seth just doesn't fit her. Her personality and her looks need to be different. Like, for that voice, she would need to be older. She needs to look older. Like, right now she looks like somebody in her 20s. And the voice that she has is somebody in the late 30s, early 40s. Something like that. So it doesn't really fit. So, I don't know. No, don't switch yet. Do I really have to use Jansen? Gosh. Well, I mean, yeah, I know she's like 1,000, but I mean, like, looks-wise. You know what I mean, Kaiko. Like, it doesn't fit her look. She has the look of someone in her 20s, and they don't age. So she's technically 1,000 years old, but she doesn't age. Her voice should still be the same. Otherwise, Kaim should sound like an old man with wheezy voice and no teeth. Newsflash, we're still captured. There's something. Whoa, it's just a rat. Scared me for a sec there. It's holding something in its mouth. Of course it would be Jansen who gets out first. Maybe she took up smoking 800 years ago. Maybe.
It's always happening to me. You know, I could have just not woken up this morning. I'm not only afraid of heights, I'm claustrophobic. These are two things I can't cope with. Kai, say something. Kai, shut up.
Stab the queen. Salty air. Yeah, either way it just doesn't work. Yeah, that was a weird transition for a cutscene. I agree. No, it definitely doesn't fit. Not at all. How's this magic defense so high? And how'd they get knocked out? And why'd they let him out of the cage? jump off of the cliff? What the heck? That must be Gongora. I bet you that's Gongora.
Sounds like you just had a nightmare. Who's, Liram? Must be some girl's name, huh?
I don't know. Just that it's very painful. Every time I have that dream.
I guess you really are remembering bits and pieces, huh? You look like you don't want to remember. But it seems like the memories are starting to surface anyway.
Well, there's no point in remembering them, is there?
I swear, Kime, you are such a pessimist. You know, a normal person would do anything to figure out who they were or where they'd been.
Maybe I want to cut myself off from the past.
You see, it's just like I said.
You just drop it?
What?
He can take his time and remember the past when he's ready. Can't you see? It's obvious that right now all it's doing is hurting him.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, ma'am. What is your problem? If Kime hates his memories, guess I might not even have to use this.
Yeah, let's just whip out the thing that I'm supposed to use in secret in front of everyone.
Listen, if either Kime or Seth seem like they're starting to regain even a fragment of their memories, use this.
What is it?
Let's just say it's a magic energy crystal. Just throw it at them. That's all you have to do, and their memories will grow muddled and sink back into darkness. If it comes down to that, I'll triple your pay.
Let me think about that. Okay.
What's that?
This? I got it from Lord Gongora. It's, you know, what you might call being prepared.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
Well, see for yourself. You use it like this. Is he dead?
Huh? What the? Where the?
He went that way. Bring it on.
Roofer, what's up, man?
Excuse me?
Huh?
What am I doing here?
What's with him? Has he forgotten his job?
He's temporarily lost his memory.
Whoa. It works.
That pearl. Must be a magic energy crystal.
Things are things. How are you?
Gongora. So that's it.
He said to use it in a pinch, and that guy was pinching.
Why am I...
Oreo-san, what's going on?
You, sir, are a soldier. Act like one.
You have a quick joke for me? Alright, what's the joke? Life is easy for you? I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Can you send some easiness my way? I would love that right now. That'd be great. Knock knock? Who's there? I eat mop. Who? Ah, ha ha ha. Gotcha. Good one. Good one.
Okay. But how come...
Gotcha.
Listen, we're just ordinary travelers, but remember, there was this misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Roofer with the donation is that here's some easy for you. I will take the easy. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. You didn't have to do that. You're awesome, though. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we got thrown in the slammer. I hate to ask, but I have a hair appointment.
But don't I need permission? You know, to release you guys?
Well, that's what you came here to do, right? You came here to let us falsely accuse prisoners. Those are your words, not mine. Out of the brig. It's obvious. There was a mistake, you see? Come on. Let's go. I distinctly heard your boss tell you to come down and let us out. Hey, congratulations on the promotion, by the way. What? Oh, that's right. You slipped and hit your head. Yeah, it looks like you've forgotten your duty.
Here for the awesome RPG reviews. This game is great. Don't feel bad, I'm the third caster you got tonight. It's a good one.
Oh, okay. How embarrassing.
Always get your time's worth.
Look, see that doohickey there? Yeah, it's probably plugged into a magic engine. I don't know. Maybe it will open the door.
Yeah, okay, that looks right.
Always get your time's worth. This is a good one. I'm not sure why.
You know, I'm sorry you had to tell me how to do my job. Okay, almost got it.
Feels like you should get a chocobo. I was gonna say, it feels like I should be going to the flying saucer soon. Or golden saucer, I mean.
Hang in there, soldier. So long, buddy.
Alright, Archaic, take care, man. Thank you for kicking it.
Oh, okay. Farewell. Take care.
You're a sneaky one, aren't you?
I was hoping she was gonna hit him.
It worked. Thanks for the help.
Seriously, you could charm the skin off a snake with that kind of tongue. It still bothers me why Gongora would give you something like that pearl. But I should thank you. Just this once. Right, Kaim?
Yeah.
No. Finally a save point. And a rat. Let's save. I don't understand why he would just like randomly pull out the thing that he was supposed to use on the two immortals who shouldn't know that they're supposed to have it used on them. And then it's just like, oh yeah, let me use it on this guy and show you how it works. It's kind of ballsy. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It didn't really make sense, I guess. Like, maybe if he would have used it without them knowing and just be like, they'd be like, oh, how'd you do that? Well, I don't know. I've got magic skills or something, you know? Not just be like, hey, look what Gongora gave me. And Kaim's like, oh yeah, I know what that thing is. It's like he knows what's up now. It seems kind of strange. I don't know. Kind of strange. Hey Rat, can I talk to you? No. I already saved. Oh wait, no, I wanted to go on the other cell. There's probably something in there. Oh man, it's like Metal Gear Solid, I guess. Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh no, those are cameras. At least let me know if you're stopping so suddenly. Stop whining, I saw something weird just now. It's a magic engine that looked like a floating eyeball. It's gotta be security or something like that. I think we're a little past being surprised by something like that. What'd you expect, a welcoming party? Still, we do need to be careful. Without any of our equipment, we won't be able to put up much of a fight before we're captured again. Oh dang it, we have to sneak through this part? I don't like to sneak. Oh! Okay. He was probably hedging his bets on if he should use it on them or not.
Look, it's
and
him.
Decided he likes him, so kind of came clean about it just by showing him. Maybe. Yeah, that's probably the best explanation. It just doesn't seem to fit.
Oh, did you all get put in there again? I'm so sorry for all this trouble. Here,
hey, Fatal Fangs. I'm not good at stealth. That's why I never played the Metal Gear Solid games. I mean, you know that and the fact that watching them made my stomach hurt, but I can't stealth.
I am so sorry you have to keep doing this.
There you go. Take care.
Nicest soldier ever.
You've been a great pal. Hey, let's get a drink later.
Take care.
Poor soldier. Poor dude. Okay. There's nothing to grab. I can't go in there. Okay. Alright, let's try to stealth better this time. No! I got past that. This is gonna take forever. I can't skip it either.
Did you all get put in there again?
You wanna see me play Assassin's Creed? This chat is 99% mod. No, it's not. Waffle has been a mod forever. He just usually lurks. Hey, Square. Made it. Oh gosh. How bad I would be? I would actually be pretty good. The combat's nice. I think I could do that okay. I probably wouldn't even care to stealth. I would just kill everything. That's kind of how I see that game playing out for me. That was close. Was that thing going for us? We were out of its line of sight. Must respond to loud noises as well. So even if it can't see us, it can find us from sounds we make? We'll have to be careful. Okay, so we can't run.
Here's another one. We can't get past this. Not if we can't make a sound. Oh, I know. How about we use that can?
It did respond to the sound of the rolling pipe.
You gonna kick that then?
We'll try to kick it somewhere we aren't, okay?
We only have one chance at this. Just kick it straight ahead, Kai.
That would only be bad for him and those tail people without being seen. Oh, where you blend in with the people? I could do that.
Now let's go.
Go, 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 go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. What's this? Smooth move. It's like super loud. How did that not catch us? Okay, so now we know paralyze. I can't see.
Another one. Well, this is no good. There aren't any cans or pipes nearby either.
Hey, how about we close the shutter when he goes behind it? Shutter. Time it could be hard to judge, but nothing else comes to mind.
You get the most brilliant ideas sometimes, Jansen.
What do you mean, sometimes?
Shh! Don't shout like that.
Oh, goosh. Let's go. Halfway there. Hope I get a checkpoint. Please, game. Or at least give me my weapons so I can fight.
Okay. Hey, stop.
Whoa, what now, drama queen?
Keep it down. Can't you see those soldiers? Are you serious? Guess we'll have to find another route.
Darn it. This is bad. We're totally gonna get busted here.
Whoa, did they find us?
I don't think there are any soldiers here.
This lit up plate sounds an alarm if it detects any strong vibration, like us running across it, for example.
A trap.
That's bad news. If there were any soldiers nearby, we would have been goners. We may see some yet if we sit here and wait for them. Let's try not to set off any more alarms, alright?
Okay, so now we're gonna have floor panels and lights. Hold B. First, because I know I'm gonna get busted. I know it's gonna happen. Well, that's good. I feel a little better. Because having to go through all that again would kind of suck.
It's too dangerous that way. What are you gonna do if we get caught again?
I'm trying to... Wait. I want to go save. Game. What's the point of me dropping the ladder? I mean, I guess I have to get busted, and then I can just go back. Alright. I guess I just can't get caught. Just do it. this chump? Isn't he a sleepy little fella? Shh, let's just slip past him. Keep the noise down. Okay. Can't we just like knock him out and steal his sword? I would like that. Okay. So now. I don't think he's built for sneaky either. Is that our stuff? No. They wouldn't put our stuff in there. A slot seed. Alright, so now we got 2 more slot seeds that I need to save. So I'm pretty sure we're going to find another immortal soon. Maybe the queen. I can't see. Oh gosh. Man, those things are really zooming. Look at all those panels. Oh, no, that's at the bottom. Okay. Okay. They're moving at the same rate. Well, they kind of get a little bit off center. Okay. I missed. Go. What? That thing's... I thought sure it stopped me. Alright. Well, at least we got shortcuts if I get caught right at the end. I should have went back where I was. Oh my gosh. Oh no. No. Why, game? You think they do something about the security after all these times you've been caught? I know, right? They just feel like, something's weird about this guy. Why is he... Why y'all keep getting caught up in here? Like, who's putting us back in the cell? Is a robot escorting us? Is security catching us? Like, who's putting us in there? Do we walk back just because we get heard? Who's in charge? The soldiers on our side, but it's like, is it other soldiers? Are they rotating out? Maybe the robots just threaten to zap us and roll, you know, escort us back in there. Alright, so this part's gonna be tougher than I thought, I guess. Let's go this way first. No! How am I supposed to see that?
Oh, did you...
They get off center too, so I think me waiting to see how they move kind of messed it up. Oh wait, their movement's on my map. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. You made it through in one try. That's good. Okay, so this is tricky. Where am I even supposed to go? How far out can I come this way? Can I come here? It'd be alright. I just need to see. So I need to run across when he's there. Now they're synced. Not anymore though. Where am I supposed to go? Let's see. If I go that way. Oh, I almost had it. I almost had it. I almost had it. Dang it. That was a dead end. Didn't seem like it. Why would they even have that guy there? They have to trick people like me. Ouch. Oh. Huh. Look at that. Well. Now I want to go back and stealth it anyway. It looks like there's an opening on the map though. I think there's still a way to go. I'll go back and do it later.
Hey, what's the matter?
I know I keep saying this, and I know I said this earlier, but your memories are returning. Aren't they?
Maybe.
You hate them so much. What's your problem?
Ever since we stopped the magic energy leaking from Grand Staff, you get that look sometimes. Did you get exposed back there?
Got no use for the past.
Kime! Don't say things like that.
It's none of your business.
Hey, great. Yeah. Maybe I was just a little too quick to throw that black pearl. Golly, I gotta lighten up. I'm just way too tense. I need to get back to those 3 girls.
Wait, so he doesn't have any more pearls now? That was the only one, and he used it on the guard? Load these into the lift. Hey Croaz, how you doing? I don't chat much, but I really appreciate when you get to stream for us. I appreciate having you all here. So thank you very much for taking time out of your super late night to come in here and kick it with me. Hey, look over there, our weapons. Yay, weapons. Load them? He makes it sound so easy. What does he think my arms are made of? Steel? I can't move all this stuff by myself. Okay, he's gone. Now we can get our weapons back. Weapons recovered. Yay! Transformation complete. That's the most humorous thing he said this whole game. Finally got to sleep, and now you come along and wake me up. You owe me for this. Don't be like that. If anyone else finds you sleeping. Hey, you there. Where'd you come from? Oh, damn. I guess they found us. Not much choice left for us. Let's just take them out quickly. They have interesting fighting poses, fighting stances.
Out of my way!
I wonder how much that staff weighs. It looks like it weighs about 150 pounds. Not even kidding. It looks heavy. Oh, I need to change our skills back up after this fight so we can see their HP. Whoops. Oh, wait, it's already there. Haha. Alright, I meant the loot they carry, not HP.
That was close.
Yay, we're back to levels ups. Okay, so he's got that now. What do we got? Recovers MP when defend is used. Okay, so that's better for Jansen. Jansen, not Jensen. It's so easy to say Jensen instead of Jansen. Shoot that on. She's almost done learning that. Let's just give him these circlets. Change up their skills. Those crisis defense things, I always end up dying before they're useful anyway. They already have factual on somebody. I'll keep the defense. She almost has the anti-paralysis, and then I'll learn the other level 2 thing. I will do the treasure analysis though. Man, I hate Jansen's profile picture. It looks so stupid. It won't open. Let's try another door. Oh, okay. I'm gonna save first before we start touching doors. That's not a door, that's a wall. They sure mean business with the security around here. We can't get in through here. Let's check the other doors. Check all the doors. Every single door was locked. That's weird.
Shh. What's that? You hear that?
What? Jansen!
That's a harp. Yeah. Queen must be in there, right? I mean, no dude plays a harp. Yeah.
Queen?
Ignore it. It'll lead to trouble.
Hey, I've got a sixth sense about these things. The Queen's gotta be hot. I didn't pay my respects. I mean, I'd have to turn in my man card. Time to work my magic.
Ah, idiot. What are you trying to pull, Jansen? Open up!
It's no use.
Oh, that moron.
Do you know anything about the Queen?
Well, from a long time ago. If nothing's changed since then, she's definitely someone I know.
Looks like your own memories are returning. So you're not afraid of the past?
No, I like the past. It's thanks to the past that I'm here now, right? If memory serves me correctly. She's someone from the past who made me who I am now. She smiled when she held out her hand to me. Even when stranded in the middle of the ocean, faced by me, a pirate. She wouldn't show any fear. I felt a certain kind of strength and a special kindness from her. The Queen could have arrested me for piracy, but instead she invited me to her palace. We talked about a lot of things. It was a huge surprise to find someone in such a high station who was so open-minded. No, she wasn't just open-minded. Even though we'd just met, it felt like we'd known each other for years. Our talk seemed full of nostalgia. I laughed for the first time in a long time. I don't know if she felt the same way, but at any rate, she seemed fascinated by everything I said, treasure hunting in the Great Eastern Ruins, beating the crap out of pirates who stepped out of line. I covered it all. Tell me about your life. But when I look back at the way she let me keep talking, I think she might have longed to be free, just for a moment. Here, take this. Scoring a queen's pendant without a fight. I must be really lucky today.
No, I'm only lending it to you. The next time we meet, I want it back.
It's quite the outfit for the queen. Ha, yeah.
Ooh, can't pass up a chance like this. Sorry, gang.
What an idiot. Seth's design is strange. Like, she has a really long neck for the size of her head. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if her head was, like, if her face was a little bigger, or maybe if her hair was down. But, and like in that last cutscene when she was talking to the queen, it seemed like her head was independent of the neck. There's that one Cars.com commercial where the guy has a like extra neck head dude who sings. He's like, yeah, baby, I want that car. I don't know if y'all seen that commercial, but it reminds me of that. Like, the neck is too long. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Go to Google or go to YouTube and look up the Cars.com. Yeah, baby, I want that car. And you'll know exactly what I mean. It's kind of strange. Is there gear here? No. Looks like she's wearing it backwards. I feel like the queen's an immortal. And probably our next party member. Okay. Why do I have to be Jansen? Oh no, the game's gonna make me fight with just him, isn't it? Oh gosh. Okay, it's the chair. I was gonna say, her dress poofs in the back makes me think of an insect, like an ant or something. She's got daggers. Well, that's pretty cool. Chrono, what's going on?
Oh, wait, Your Highness, please. I'm not dangerous. I swear. Whew, thank you so much. Please, just don't call the guards yet.
You found the commercial.
You?
Nice.
I beg your forgiveness, Your Highness, for the sudden intrusion. Jansen Freed, at your service. I am but a simple fool, drawn here by your lovely harp song.
The white boa is ordained away. Where did you come from?
Any man who heard such an enchanting melody would grow wings and fly to meet you. Land or sea, just as long as he found you. Like this. Ah, I would very much like to know your name, Your Highness.
Ming Numara.
Ah, such a lovely name. And I've finally gotten to see you smile. Please, feel free to laugh at this simple fool. Just seeing your smile has made it worth risking your wrath at my uninvited presence.
Is something the matter?
Forgive my impertinence, but Even though your smile shines bright, Your Highness, I also see loneliness. Your harp song you were playing earlier feels the same. It's as if it reflects your own heart.
My heart?
When you play, the melody radiates kindness and warmth. But sometimes it sinks into sorrow. That sorrow is what drove me to you and sparked a desire to smooth it away.
What is that?
I shall heal your sorrow. Please, trust me. If you remain here, your heart will only be stained with more sorrow.
My heart, stained with sorrow. Jansen, why did you really come?
What a woman! Great. Just great.
And Jansen gets better after doing that? Y'all think I'm gonna like this dude, period, ever? Are you serious right now?
What was that?
To Her Majesty's room! Hurry! This way! You again?
Crap, Jansen, you idiot.
Seriously. Now where's the queen?
What are you doing here? Plotting to kidnap the queen?
Hello, General?
Oh, man.
I see you're at least smart enough not to resist. Take them away.
Yes.
You men, follow me to Her Majesty's room.
Understood.
Your Highness, it's General Kakanis. I heard a loud noise just now. Are you all right? Your Highness, please open the door! Ah! Your Highness!
It's no good, sir. It won't open.
Bridge, open the door to Her Majesty's room, immediately. This is an emergency.
That's strange. It doesn't open.
Idiots! You open the emergency hatch! Ah!
Wow. That can't be good, although somehow I doubt they're dead. Let's just get out of here now. Where's that emergency escape I heard about? Oh my gosh. Emergency hatch. There it is. Wait a sec, why are there stairs here? Now I get it, because this is the emergency escape. Dude, Jansen is such scum. I really don't like Jansen. And the game is forcing me to play with him. That's the worst.
Are you some kind of beast?
Well, have you fallen for me yet?
I didn't want to do a cutscene yet. I should have went down first.
Well, it's as good as any place. There we go. Hey there, little guy. You lost? You're not chasing me too, are ya? Whoa!
What's good, Reaganomics?
Whew. Close one.
You're quite kind, aren't you?
Ah, you're awake, Your Highness. What? Okay, this isn't funny. I need to get out of this.
You know, I was never really asleep.
Huh?
I couldn't judge your true intentions, so I tested you. I sincerely apologize.
Well, then do something about this, okay?
Not just now. I am the queen, and I cannot just simply run away with you.
But that Kakanis bastard is taking advantage of you. You can't be comfortable surrounded by these lunkheads, can you?
Even so, I will not forsake my duties. Your feet will be fine. Just remain here for a little while. Nothing higher will turn to stone.
Gee, thanks for considering my, higher parts.
You finally sound more like yourself.
Huh?
Such insincerity reflects poorly on your true self.
Whew! All that formal speech stuff is making my shoulders stiff anyway. But I'm fired up now, my queen. When I get out of this, I'll prove my sincerity to your heart's content. Oh yeah, you can bet on it.
Your Majesty!
Ah, crap! Oh, this is so unfair.
Have you been harmed?
Testosterone boy. Oh, man. Golly.
Okay. Death stare. I just really don't like Jansen. I don't see anything that's going to make me like him so far. I'm trying to have an open mind, but I don't see it. That is okay. I probably will hate him forever, much to the sadness of others. But I don't see anything. I don't like him. Even saving the bird. That doesn't help his case at all. Yeah, his laugh was crazy. He was into it. I mean, like, I'm just saying, if he keeps being this way, I will probably hate him forever. He hasn't done anything to show me otherwise. I'm keeping the fact that there may be something that may change. but so far I'm not seeing it.
We bring together in this place all our dreams, all our hopes, and all our dedication. We shall not avert our eyes from our shadowed reflection in still water, nor succumb to apathy. Numara exists so that power may coexist in harmony with peace and tranquility.
Her leggings don't match the rest of the color of her outfit.
To show how our power can sow peace, I now release these visitors to our fair city. They have been prisoners. I now declare them free.
Haha. Sucks to be you.
Well, it's about time. You? Ah, yeah.
Travelers, you are free to go.
Ming!
Ming?
Travelers, thanks to Her Royal Majesty's leniency, you are now free to go. Now, move along! Royal Guards, dismissed!
All that trouble to release us, and now they simply turn their backs.
Well, I say it's great. I mean, we're free, aren't we? Ah. Oh, and it's all thanks to Ming.
It bothers me that you speak so casually of the Queen. Is there something you're not telling us, Jansen? Did you do something to her?
Wait, come on.
Let's not risk going in any further, fine. Like, anytime he opens his mouth, I just want somebody to punch him. Like, TLDR, Jansen's still a prick. Yeah, I agree with that. At least we got 4K gold. Maybe we can get some better weapons. There's 3 exits. I want to go out the other doors. Oh, they all go out the same way. Alright. Money. Sweet. Frontier Siderites. Nothing. Okay. Oh. There's a kitty on the bridge. Oh, it's a dream time. There is a child. This can't be happening. Where could my Moo have gone? My dog Moo went off somewhere and all of a sudden, and it still hasn't come back. Probably got lost while he was out looking for food again. He's such a pig sometimes. Usually find him around here, but not today. I doubt he's left town though. Oh, well, I can't run up the bridge. There's another apple. Butterfly, that's cool. Queen Ming was always concerned about beauty, and I don't mean her looks, I mean internal beauty from the heart. Yeah, that's why she's probably so concerned about Jansen. Five sun crystals, alright. Kitty, we can't talk to it. Alright, fine. I don't feel like talking to y'all right now. I'll come back and talk to you later if I need to. Not interested at the moment. Let's go.
You handled your role well.
Those pants are so tight.
My performance was acceptable?
Yes, Your Highness. We should now be able to achieve our objective. Let them loose and follow them to the truth.
And what will we gain from this exercise?
When we have proof they work for the enemy, we'll lock them up again. They'll give us excellent leverage in negotiations with Ura, and beyond the negotiations. We stand to gain information about Grand Staff.
Grand Staff?
Ura has built a gigantic magic engine called Grand Staff. And we suspect they're plotting something. Right now, Ura poses a terrible threat to the entire world.
A threat?
Our intel has confirmed that the tragedy at Wool Highlands is connected in some way to Grand Staff. If we continue to allow Ura to run rampant, that tragedy could be repeated again at any time. The authorities in our military have voted unanimously to seize Ura as a preventative measure.
You plan to start a war?
The White Boa is already being converted into a battle flagship, and we've begun assembling troops and arms. This action is for the sake of the entire world.
I won't allow it.
While your majesty may have other ideas, the people will surely approve these safety measures. In this present magic industrial revolution, your majesty's isolationist policy is pushing the nation to its limit.
National isolation promotes peace.
This new regime must be created for the sake of world peace. We shall spread your majesty's teachings, using our nation's military might.
Punch him.
You think military force can avert violence?
Would you rather see a meteor fall on Numara?
Yeah, he's all up in her grill.
The people who so adore you would be reduced to ashes in an instant. No, the Grand Staff should not be in the hands of those simple-minded fools in Ura. We Numarans should control it. Then we can use it to maintain peace all over the world. Numara would become the most powerful, peace-loving country in the world. No. War is inevitable, Your Majesty. Figureheads. They should just keep quiet, play their role, and smile. Someone get in here! Now!
That was weird. That made no sense. I don't understand. You know the big magic engine in the public square? It's called a magic monitor. Wow. Was that Mario sound? Did I just hear a Mario coin sound? Hey, you see that sparkly thing over there? You know what it is? What sparkly thing? Over where? I want to see the sparkly thing. No, I just mean like the random sounds of her passing out was just kind of weird. I get why she passed out. Makes sense. It was just weird. Oh, a lonely choo-choo. What is it? Are my ears that weird looking? No. Really? So why'd you talk to me then? Want to play with me? Sure. Okay then, let's play tag. I'll run off and you try to catch me. Oh, get her. Go. Oh, you caught me. That's weird. I thought I'd be a lot faster than you. Well, it was still fun, so whatever. Here, you can have this. Thank you for slot seed. Hey, look at that. Free slot seed by playing tag with the little girl. That's awesome. Wait, I wasn't ready to go that way yet. I thought it was a secret. No. Not yet. Yeah, the city looks pretty cool. So that's just the inn. What's that sparkly thing? Another seed, okay. Dude, that's some horrible sitting posture. You see how he's sitting? He's gonna look like Quasimodo in no time. Who puts all these things in all these all these areas? It's just like, hey, somebody will look and they will find it. It's really strange. It's like every single pot has something. Queen did it as a capo move. She's testing our intentions. I noticed you stole everything in the city. That reflects poorly on your heart. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to barge in on your conversation. Come on. There we go. 6 Guardian ores. Wow. More sticky tapes needed that for some other ring. Hi. Dad and my brother went on ahead. They hate packing up everything. Y'all look like to be enjoying your packing. Yeah. Let me lighten your load. Round bomb. Mint powder. What am I supposed to do with that? Mana capsule. Okay. Oh. What's over here? Oh, that must be the brother and daddy. Mom's probably fixing her makeup again. She was still looking for her lipstick when I checked on her. Nah, they just sitting talking. It's all good. Whetstones. We got a lot of stuff. I should be able to make... I just want to make a lot of rings. I can make a Ultra Bruiser ring. Eh. That doesn't help. I can make another poison ring. That might be good because I'm starting to fight like non-organics right now. But I want... We have 16 whetstones. I want a piercing ring. I need some hard skins. What are you looking at? I get so confused when he turns his head to look back at something. Makes me feel like I missed something. Okay. So there's like a bunch of ways we can go. I guess we go this way first. Artists or something. Okay. Yeah, you got some interesting clothes there, buddy. What's up? You can see the works of almost all the Numaran artists if you go to that salon over there. Yeah. Let's grab the seed. What is it? Want to play with me again? Sure. Let's play hide and seek this time. I've got the perfect hiding place. Want a hint? Well, it's a key. What? It's a key. There's the dog. Alright, well, I'll find her later. Maybe. If not, she'll just be hiding forever. I don't have time for riddles. So tired of it. He was the one who suggested going to the gondola for our date. Just how long does he expect me to wait? Oh, I want to get across there. Can you like let me get across there so I can grab that chest? Oh no, it's a dream. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a mercenary. Why? Well, come on. That's just so cool. My mom says I gotta help out in the shop, but forget about that. If I was a mercenary, I'd be a million times more famous than a soldier. All the nations in the world will want me on their side. It'd be so awesome. Story time. A dream has been revealed. Oh boy. The ramparts will fall to the enemy. It is just a matter of time. They will mount their attack at dawn. The main body of the Allied forces has already drawn far back from the front. Only the mercenaries are left behind the barricade. Their orders, defended to the death. These men who have gone from battlefield to battlefield know exactly what that means. They've just left us here to die, chuckles the one called Toma, in darkness too thick for a person to make out his own hand. They want us to buy time so the main force can pull farther back. We're supposed to be their shields, performing our final service for our employers. His dry, papery laugh shakes the darkness. Kaim says nothing in reply. Other mercenaries must be gathered there around them in the blackness, but all keep their thoughts to themselves. Mercenaries have nothing to say to each other on the battlefield. They might be on opposite sides in the next battle. At a time like this especially, when they have to defend the barricade against the enemy's withering attack, they can't spare the time even to look at each other's faces. Kaim knows nothing about this fighter called Toma. His voice sounds young, probably has very little experience as a mercenary. If a man grows talkative in the face of death, it means that deep down somewhere, he has a weakness that prevents him from becoming a true soldier. A mercenary with even a hint of such weakness can never cheat death and live to see another day. It is the law of the battlefield. A man like Toma will only learn that law in the moment before he loses his life. We're done for. We'll all be dead in the morning. We'll have that silent homecoming they talk about. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. In the darkness, no voices rise to second these sentiments. It's too late for a talk like this. The day they chose the mercenaries' path was the day they should have resigned themselves to death. They sell their lives for little money. They prolong their lives a day at a time by taking the lives of one enemy after another. That's what a mercenary is. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey, can anybody hear me? How many of us are here? We're all gonna die together. We'll just be a line of corpses in the morning. Don't shut up now, answer me. No one says a thing. Instead of voices, the silent darkness begins to fill with a tangible sense of annoyance. Wordlessly to gather on the battlefield, wordlessly to fight the enemy, just as wordlessly to die. That is the rule of the mercenary, the aesthetic of a mercenary, if such an expression may be permitted. Toma has taken it upon himself to abandon that aesthetic. I knew it was hopeless from the start. Headquarters didn't know what they were doing. There was no way a strategy like that could work. You know what I'm talking about, don't you guys? We had to lose. It's a total mess. I wish to hell I had joined the other side. Then we could have gotten a mountain of cash for winning. We could have drunk ourselves blind. We could have had all the women we wanted. I could have gone either way on this one. But I picked the wrong side to fight on. Hey you! An older voice booms out of the darkness. An angry voice. Yeah, what? Answers Toma, his voice more vibrant now at having at last found someone willing to talk with him. As if to crush his momentary enthusiasm, the other man goes on. How about shutting up for a while? You really want to run off at the mouth that much? I can send you to the next world a step ahead of the rest of us. I'm sorry. Instantly dejected, Toma falls silent, and the darkness goes still again. The stillness is charged, however, with a deep tension, far deeper even than before Toma started talking. The veteran warriors know. Watch out for talkative men. Being talkative means trusting in words, trusting too much in words. Words are useless on the battlefield. You can take up your weapon in silence. You steel yourself in silence. You fight in silence. You kill the enemy, or he kills you in silence. All the mercenaries here have lived this way. All but the talkative one. A soldier who clings too desperately to words may cling just as desperately to something else. To the sweet strap of betrayal, for example, or the seduction of desertion under fire, or the lure of madness. Kaim has often seen pitiful mercenaries who, unable to endure the terror of being surrounded by the enemy, go berserk and attack men from their own side. Will Toma prove to be another such case? The possibility is too great, doubt the other men are thinking the same thing too. In the stillness, they turn the same gazes towards Toma that they reserve for confrontations with the enemy, looking for any signs of change in his demeanor. The moment they perceive the slightest threat in him, the blade will soundlessly pierce the left side of his chest. Silence continues. Not even the usual all-night cries of insects can be heard tonight, as they were last night. Perhaps the insects knew enough to clear out in advance of the enemy's dawn attack. The thought reminds Kaim that he saw no birds in the area yesterday either. Sorry. Although animals came to snatch food when the men first built this fortification, there has been no sign of them for several days now. Animals have mysterious powers of foreknowledge that humans have lost. This becomes painfully obvious from any visit to a battlefield. There can be little doubt that the animals have turned their backs on this barricade. Right about now, in some distant forest, a huge flock of blackbirds may be taking wing in search of human corpses to strip of their flesh. It's feast time, boys! They already know, somehow. Once the sun is fully up, the battle will be over. If they don't get there first, they'll lose their feast to a flock from another forest. Their black bodies hidden against the night sky, those birds are now probably flying for all they're worth. A voice in the night, Toma's voice. Weeping. Listen, you guys, I don't know how many of you are out there. We're all going to die in the morning, or most of us. Maybe one or two will live to escape, no more. Think about it, those are lousy odds. We've all been through this before, you're veterans, war heroes. You're probably not scared. But even so, even if you're not scared, don't you think this is stupid? Huh? Tell me. You've been through a lot more battles than I have, so tell me. What the hell are we here for? We don't hate the enemy. We don't owe the leaders on our side anything. We gotta kill the enemy and follow our leader's orders? And we're still gonna end up dead? Tell me, you guys, don't you think it's pointless? Don't you think it's stupid? The only response to Toma is the impatient click of a tongue in the darkness, followed by someone else's sigh of annoyance. I can't take it any longer, says Toma. I hate this. And now he is sobbing. All I wanted was some money and maybe something better to eat, and maybe nicer clothes. I would have been happy with that. What a mistake I made, taking work like this. I never should have done it. Kaim keeps all his senses open for movement in the night. Aside from himself and Toma, 5 other soldiers are crouching down in the darkness. Not bad. All are experienced warriors. They would not have been able to put up with Toma's whining otherwise. They let themselves get angry and started shouting at him or grabbing him by the throat or wailing at him. They would just end up consuming their strength and energy before their work started at dawn. If there is an assemblage of men who know how to keep their silence, the chances for life, if this is an assemblage, of men who know how to keep their silence, the chances for life are that much greater. Assuming, that is, that the talkative, weeping man does not become too great a burden for the rest of them. Still sobbing, Toma continues to curse his fate. Suddenly, something is different. Something stirs in the silence. Oh, this could be bad, Kaim thinks, sharpening his attentiveness even more. When dawn breaks, Toma will get in our way. Because of him, the possibility for life will wither. The mercenaries know that. Because they know it, they might do whatever it takes for them to secure themselves even the slightest added chance to live. I don't want to die here, I tell you. Not now, not here, like a worthless dog. You guys feel the same way, don't you? Moonlight shines down from a rift in the clouds. For a split second, Toma's tear-stained face appears in the darkness. He's even younger than Kaim imagined from the sound of the voice. He's practically a boy. The clouds hide the moon again, and thick black darkness enfolds everything once more. A dull light stirs in the darkness. Without a word, Kaim darts, wind-like, towards it. He was able to gauge the distance between himself and Toma during the flash of moonlight. Kaim grabs Toma's arm, and something falls to the ground. The dull light flashes again, this time at their feet, and melts into the darkness. A knife. Driven by fear of death, Toma was trying to slit his own throat. Toma twists away and tries to free his arm from Kaim's grasp, but Kaim chops him in his solar plexus. Yeah! Without uttering a sound, Toma passes out. With Toma slung across his back, Kaim strides through the darkness. Eventually, Toma wakes up and thrashes his legs to get loose. Stop it! Let me go! Kaim lowers him to the ground. Every once in a while, the moon comes out. Check your direction when that happens. Go straight towards the setting moon, Kaim says gently. What the hell are you talking about? It's the only way you can get out of here. Kaim has chosen the thinnest part of the enemy's encirclement. Of course, there's no guarantee that getting through here will save him. From now on, Toma will have to believe in his own luck and abilities. Are you coming too? No, I'm going back. You escape alone. Why? You come too. Let's both escape. Come with me. Toma clings to Kaim's arm as he pleads with him, but Kaim gives him a hard slap on the cheek. The flesh of that cheek is too soft to belong to a veteran warrior. It's the flesh of a boy, a kid. You go alone. But why? To live, that's why. What about you? You want to live too, don't you? You should run away with me. You don't want to die, do you? Want to live? No. Kaim has no great desire to live. He lives because there's nothing else he can do. He lives because he has to. Toma is far too young, his own burden of life far too fragile, for him to know the pain of such a life. We live to fight. That's what mercenaries do. But get the hell out of here. You ruin it for the rest of us. You guys will never win this battle, so why not run away? It's our job to fight. With that, Kaim turns on his heels and starts back the way they came. Toma stands there, watching Kaim move away. A moment later, he himself darts into the western forest. To fight or to flee. Kaim cannot know which holds the greater promise for life. He also believes it is better not to know. Except, I hope you make it, boy, he mutters, walking on. The eastern sky is beginning to brighten little by little. Soon the enemy's all-out attack will begin. At the western front, a few birds take to the air. Perhaps it means that a small-scale battle has started in the silence, or that the poor young mercenary has been felled with his back to the enemy. Kaim does not look back or break his stride. He feels certain that he has seen that talkative mercenary before. Before the war broke out, the boy was selling fruit in the market along the highway. He was a good boy, took good care of his mother, the women of the market were saying. Live a long, full life, Kaim wishes for the boy as he himself walks on, glaring at the lightning eastern sky. Well, that was an interesting one. Nobody blatantly died. So that's an improvement. Oh man. I got quiet. Is my mic still quiet? And good night, Fall and Conquer. Sleep well. Alright, well. I suppose we should find the little girl. Probably wouldn't be nice to keep her hanging. I'm fine now. Maybe my voice just died for a second. She said the key. The hint is key. I don't know. Let's just keep exploring the town. If we leave the town, I'll go back and find her. I guess. squiggly. What is this place? Did I move my mic out of the way while I was talking? I didn't know I did that. My bad. Move it. And you steal the sea right in front of your face. It's off limits to regular customers. Well, who do I buy stuff from? Are you the shopkeep? Oh. What am I looking for? I'm looking for stuff, man. Sell me stuff, please. Well, that's weird. It's the doggy. This must be the dog the kid in front of the palace was looking for. Oh hey, guess it's going back to its master by itself. Alright. Cool. There's a lot of chests around here. Oh, that's how you get to the other side. Alright, cool. Awesome. Another slot seat. Nice. I can't get that one though. Okay. How do I get back there? I want to get to the shop that's not for normal customers. So she is another mage. Maybe she'll be our white mage. She's probably going to join us because she doesn't like the dude. My friends were playing up on the roof before, but they won't tell me how to climb up there. Oh, I know how. Okay. Dahlia's item shop. We have a wide selection to choose from. Please look around. Alright, what's this mint powder do? Oh, it awakens from sleep. I already have all these spells, so that's good. I don't have better Twitch TV, so I can't see any of the emotes. I'm afraid you can't enter this room. It's our administrative office. Alright. Well, there's something shiny back there, so I want to get back there. Maybe when I have the queen with me, I can go back in those shops. Because I'm pretty sure she's going to join us. At some point. Or I can just walk in the back door. Never mind, I'll just walk in the back door. Hey, we found her. I thought for sure you'd never get me here. How the heck did you get in here? It was locked, wasn't it? Hehe. Well, hello there. Do you have the new key for me? Yep, my dad's busy, so I brought it over for him. Here you go. Ooh, thank you. My old key was broken, so I couldn't open the door anymore. I was told remaking it would take days. Your father's an exceptionally skilled man, though. Did the job in a fraction of the time. Well, here's your payment. Say thanks to your father for me, will you? The guy who runs this shop is my dad's best friend. So he asked him to repair his broken key. So you snuck in with that key? That's not really fair at all, you know. Hey, it is too fair. Oh, here. This is what the shopkeeper gave me. My dad has a ton of these, so you can have them. Mana earrings. Okay. I'm just gonna grab your books. Okay, got a new product in. What product? Wind bomb. Let's just get all up in your space there, sir. This is strange. I'm supposed to be my girl here, but she's nowhere to be seen. Oh, dude. Looks like y'all got some communication problems. Love the dark background. For regular Twitch, they just left it to theater mode. I have a dark background set on my Twitch. I don't know. It works fine enough. But I don't have it in theater mode ever. The chat's just got a black background all the time anyway. So I don't know. I want to get to the back room of that place. Yo, can you like make him get out of the way? Something weird about this shop. Something about that back room that no one is allowed to go in. Well, you cause a distraction and I'll go up in there. Yeah, it's some dark mode thing or something. Like, let's work together, dude. Right, so what's going on down here? Oh, another dream sequence. Thank you. Now the loading's all taken care of. Are you sure this is okay? Won't the captain yell at you if he finds out how much you helped me? Nah, don't worry about it. This sort of thing we can handle in a flash. Yeah, think of it as payback for all the hot lunches you've made us. If you need any more help, just give us a call. Oh boy. Another memory. Dream has been revealed. Letters from a weakling. Oh, that's interesting. Once there was a woman who came from a foreign land to marry into an old family. Her husband was from a tiny village in the mountains, but he was working in a thriving harbor town when he met and fell in love with her. At the time, he asked her to marry him. His father in his home country collapsed and died. Being the eldest son in his family,